Hey guys, it's Desiree. Welcome back to my channel, and if you're new, welcome to my channel. Okay, I just did my makeup, so my eyelash is stabbing me. That's really good. Anyway, okay, today's video is photo a day challenge. You've probably seen these. If you haven't, here's a few different examples. So basically, it is a long list of different things to take pictures of. So that's kind of what those are. I really like photo a day things because I've never done one, to clarify. So I really like the idea of them because I'm someone who, I like photography, I dabble in it. I'm like a stick your toe in the water, feel around a little bit, and that's about it. Pretty much every time I try to go all in, I like, it's bad. If you've watched my at-home photo shoot video, you'll know what I mean. I just, photography is not it's not my career. It is not something I am incredibly talented at, but it's something I want to work on. It's something I enjoy doing. It's something I want to grow my knowledge on. And so that's why I think photo a day challenges are really cool, because it gives me a lot of different options of things, around your house, around your neighborhood, to photograph that you may have not thought of before. And then I have to take it into my own hands to kind of take that idea and add my own creative touch to make it a cool photo. So that is what I want to do with this video. However, I am very bad at filming continuous videos for you guys. Instead, what I'm going to do is I'm just going to do all these photos today. So it's going to be a day of taking photos of different things. Anyway, as I was saying, so I made myself a photo a day challenge a while ago. I'll put it here for you guys to see. But I am excited to do some of these and just kind of have a fun little experience and see like what kind of photos I can get, what kind of photography I can do, if I can get some cool shots and whatnot. So I have no idea what she's doing, but she just made a weird noise. Okay, with that, we're gonna start taking pictures. Okay, so the first shot I've decided to work on is the clothing shot. So I kind of adjusted my dresser a little bit. So like this drawer has clothing hanging over it, this drawer, and this drawer. I couldn't really think of like another kind of creative way to have clothing like featured besides just like hanging it or whatever. So we're gonna try this and see how it turns out. Here I just wrote out everything so that I'm going to do. So I took out the things that I'm not going to do, and I wrote out all the things that I am going to do. And so I just took a couple photos of my hand here with a pen, because one of them was hand. And I'm going to take a picture. I'm going to write something and take a picture for handwriting, I think. And I'm going to do a couple other little photos. So that's where we're at. Little update. I set up this little thing with these cute shoes that I've never worn to take a picture of shoes. So I did these ones. Handwriting, shoes, art supplies, hand, and clothes. Yeah. Okay, so it is now a couple days later, and I finished editing the photos, and I'm just going to reveal them now. So, okay, we're going to get started. So the first photo that I chose to do was clothes. So that was when I had my dresser all set up with the clothes hanging out of it. So that is how this, so this is how that one turned out. So the image. So with that one, I do think it's kind of cute, kind of Instagram-y, maybe Pinterest-esque, I guess, but I didn't love it, so I did take another picture for the clothing one. So, and I didn't put that in the video, but I will be putting the image here. So, wow, I swiped the wrong way. So here's that picture. I like this one a lot more. The next image I did was hand. So I took this one when I was writing out the list of pictures. So here it is. So I purposely edited this one a little differently than I normally do. What I liked about this challenge was that when I was editing them, I had the freedom, like I kind of encouraged myself to edit in a different way than I normally did. So I gave this one a lot darker like shadows and more of like a moody tone, where normally I'd go for more of like a light colorful tone. It reminds me of like a short film. I don't know. if that makes sense to anyone. So the next photo was the photo for handwriting. At first I was just going to write out a cute little quote, and then I kind of got some inspiration with a different paper on my desk to do this. So here it is. I gave this one kind of some more like toned background, so the background's more like a blue, where in contrast to like the colors of the letters, but I like how this one turned out. The next one was art supplies. So for this one I pulled out my watercolor paints. I did a little setup, and I struggled to get my camera to focus on the brush and not the colors. So this was one of the better photos where it focused on both. So I edited this one more colorful, but still kind of like muted. I guess not muted, but like, I don't know. I don't know how to explain it. It's kind of cute though, so here it is. Again, this is something that I would post, kind of cute, kind of artsy. We love that. This next photo I had a lot of fun with. This photo kind of reminds me of like a brand, like a brand photo shoot. This is the one I did for shoes. So the shoes I picked to use are blue Champion shoes, and so I decided to kind of, at first I just had the shoes on my white chair, but I was like, this is too plain, too boring, not enough. I'm going to add a few other touches, so I put this like blue string hanging on the back of the chair, and then some little blue cards, and I purposely really edited it so the blue would stand out a lot. So here it is. So that's the first one with the cards and the string, and then I also edited it with no cards and just the string and a little more zoomed in, and I'll show you that one right now. So there's the two I did for the shoes. I think they turned out kind of nice if you wanted to do like a post for a brand, like a promoted post. This would be kind of cute. So yeah. The next picture I really, really like, not necessarily like my favorite like style of photo, but I like how it turned out. So the prompt or whatever was something old, so I of course pulled out one of my old cameras. I collect old cameras. I say collect, but I don't have that many of it, 3, but anyway, besides the point. So I pulled out one of my old cameras and I set it up, and I started looking around just like where I was standing, like what can I add so I'm not just taking a picture of just the camera. So I took this little toy airplane I had on my, or is that an airplane or like a spaceship? I guess it's an airplane. I found some coins and a screw on my windowsill, and then I grabbed my 2 elastic band balls, and I think it really turned out really cool. It definitely looks like some kind of pile of old like things, and then I edited it so it would look a little bit oldish. I gave it some like grain and some, so it looks like an old picture. So yeah, that is one of my favorite ones. I think it turned out really cool. The next picture, I had this envisioned, and I think it turned out really cool. So the prompt was color, so I purposely set up, I found something that I liked the color of. So for me, it was this little bus my sister bought me when she was in Montreal. So I took a picture of the area that was in, but I purposely added a couple other like greenish yellow items. So I added the notebook paper that's sticking out of the book and underneath the book, and I added the yellow ball in the top right corner, and I added these so that when I took the picture, I wanted to edit it so that only the yellow would be like colored and everything else would be black and white. So I purposely added more items of that same color so that there would be a bunch of them. So I think it turned out kind of cool, kind of fun. I don't know what you would really do with an image like this, but it definitely is an interesting effect, and I don't edit my photos like that normally. The next photo was of light, so I took a picture of my little desk lamp. I have this little giraffe bookend on it. I only have one end of the bookend, so there's no other giraffes, so I just kind of have it as decoration, but I think it looks cute on my lamp, so I keep it there. So I thought it kind of gave it an interesting little thing. I edited it so it would be kind of more of like a soft, glowy feel. The next photo I took was for close-up, and I took a picture of my cat. So she's really cute, got really close to her face, and I think it turned out really cute. Here it is. I really like this camera, takes good pictures of like pets. If they sit still, that is, then you can really like get a lot of detail and clear shots, which I really like. The next picture I did for happiness. It's kind of a weird one for happiness. I was going to do my cat, but I had already taken her picture, so I didn't want to take her picture 100 times. So it's a picture of my nightstand and like the little setup I have going on. So I edited it more of like a breezy, I feel like beachy tone thing, but I think it turned out really cute. The reason I picked this for happiness is because I really like when my room is like organized and looks really cute, and right now pretty much the only spot in my room that's completely finished and set up and really, really cute is my nightstand, and I'm super happy with the way it turned out. The next photo was for window, so this one doesn't really make that much sense, but basically I took cards and I wrote "treat people with kindness" on them, and I set them up with my little elephant statue again on my windowsill. So it wasn't really a picture of a window, but it's a windowsill, so yeah. The next one was a picture of a chair. I really like this one. I took a picture of the chair I'm sitting on right now. It is the only chair in my room, but it's a pretty nice chair. I didn't want it to just be a plain white chair against a plain gray wall, so I added a couple pieces of clothing. So there's a bralette, a shirt, and a sock, and I just strategically laid them out in like a kind of like they were just thrown there, but obviously I placed them purposely in those spots. I picked them so their colors would kind of go together, and then when I edited the photo, I edited it with a little more of like a pinkish hue so that everything kind of incorporates, like encompasses each other. I think it's kind of cute. Next photo was black and white. This photo took me the longest to take. My camera has really good focus when you're behind it manually doing it. When I get on the other side of my camera and I take a timer picture, it struggles to focus in the short amount of time, so I always end up blurry. So in this photo I'm not super in focus, but I think it turned out pretty fun, pretty interesting. I definitely envisioned a better, crisper, more interesting photo, but we're gonna work with what we have. The next photo, I think I did the best on fixing, I don't know, working with what I had basically. So when I took this photo, I was trying to take a picture of me smiling. As I said, again, my camera doesn't have a flip screen, so I can't see how close I am in regards to what my camera's seeing. So I was definitely ended up being a little bit close to the camera, obviously. And the second thing is, again, it didn't focus completely on my face, so in the original photo you'll see I'm mostly kind of blurry. And then of course I went in and I wanted to really like encompass the photo and make it look like it was meant to be that way, so I added some grain, kind of not grain, but like an overlay of like, I don't know, whatever that's called, dust, like it gives it like that vintage feel. And then I went in and I added like the play and the time stamp and stuff, so it looks like it's sort of from like an old home movie, and I think that really gave it like a good effect, that it looks like it was supposed to be taken that way. Okay, the next one was for reflection. So I took a lot for reflection. So this is the last one I did, and I have two photos for this one. So the first one is a photo of me just holding my sweater and then with my jeans. So I edited this one a little more muted down colors. I really like how it turned out. I think it's kind of fun, kind of artsy. And then the next photo I took for reflection is of my face. Here it is. I think this one's pretty nice. I like it. The colors, again, I kind of muted them there. This is more of like, I think like an artsy kind of like, I don't know what you would call it, photo. Anyway, so there's that one, and that is the last photo. So overall, this was a really fun challenge for me. I enjoyed doing it. I hope you guys enjoyed seeing the photos that I did take. Hopefully there will be another video for you guys next week after this one, if I continue this like streak of uploading once a week, which hopefully I do, because I want to grow my channel and consistency is key. Alright, otherwise, you guys know the drill. Pretty much been the same since YouTube started. Like, comment, subscribe. I'll see you all next week. Fingers crossed. Peace out.